There was a time when I was trying to communicate with my narcissistic mom about how much I really don't like these behaviors and these traits that she exhibits and thrusts at me and are really harmful and painful for me. And what's tough is that when you try to have a really open conversation with a narcissist, you're doing so because most other people, when you try to have a sit down, calm conversation with them around how their behaviors are bothering you, it usually doesn't turn into a huge dramatic event, but it always does with a narcissist. But in this conversation I'm having with my mom, I'm like, you did this behavior and this behavior and this behavior was really hurtful to me, such as when I asked you on 3 different occasions to come to my wedding and you decided not to, and that you booked a trip to Alaska instead, and then called me excited about it, wanting me to be excited for you. Like, that's just straight up hurtful. And I was telling her, I'm in therapy. I'm dealing with all of these things that have happened from you across the course of my life. And then I got into a narcissistically abusive relationship because I was used to experiencing narcissistic abuse in my upbringing. And it sucks. And yeah, I'm in therapy. And the response was something to the effect of, good, you should be in therapy. You think you're so healthy, you definitely need to be in therapy. Whenever you tell a narcissist that you are in therapy and you're trying to deal with recovering from the trauma that they put you through, they will just sling it right back in your face and they'll be like, see, you are the problem. It's almost like they truly believe that if you go to therapy, you are 100% that makes you the problem. It might be one of many reasons why they won't go to therapy. 9 times out of 10, the people that are really toxic and really harmful abusers don't go to therapy. They really honestly think that the way that they think and behave and treat other people is okay. Not only that it's okay, but that it's the way it should be. And that if other people have a problem with it, then they are the problem, which is very weird. But they do all seem to have this very old school thinking that if you're in therapy and if you're addressing your trauma and if you're trying to heal yourself, then you must be the problem. It's very weird. And I think there's a lot of projection there as well. They are saying, I don't want to go to therapy, even though you're telling me to, even though you're asking me to, even though you might be begging me to, because if I, as the narcissist, go to therapy, then I'm admitting that I'm the problem. When we all know that's not how therapy works. Certainly on the one hand, we might need to fess up to things that are problematic traits and behaviors that we should correct. But it's also about healing as well. I think the point that narcissists tend to not really realize is that they were probably abused also. That is likely what turned them into a narcissist to begin with. Not always, but usually there was something abusive that happened to them as well. They should face that and they should heal that crap. And they should figure out how to stop the toxic cycle of abuse from one generation to the next or from one partnership relationship to the next. Going to therapy doesn't mean that you're the problem, and it's certainly not proof that there's something wrong with you.